Morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us for our work week forecast. This is the forecast for July 20th through July 24th. Basically, I'm sure you noticed it was real warm last week. We're looking at a week this week. We're still sort of in the same general warm pattern, although this week will not be as warm as last week, and that should help out in terms of being a little bit better for some outdoor activities. We do have a chance of rain kind of midweek, Wednesday particularly, and then a little bit on Thursday as well. So let's take a look at some maps and look at some of the details. First, I wanted to show you a map of yesterday's high temperatures. I know this is not super easy to see, but I thought it was helpful anyway, so we're going to take a quick look at it. Essentially, I wanted to show this because most of the United States saw highs above 90 yesterday. It's warm, basically everywhere. And particularly, well, it's just warm everywhere. There's a little bit of a front here across the Dakotas and a bit of a trough. We're going to take a quick look at what's happening there that's trying to push some cooler air in our direction. We're going to catch a piece of that, but in general, we're in this big, broad ridge pattern over most of the United States currently, and we're just getting these troughs from Canada that try to push some cooler air in, and they kind of die out. We get a piece of it, cools us down in the northeast a little bit, but yesterday was very warm. It won't be that. Yesterday was definitely hotter than it will be any day the rest of this week, which is kind of nice because yesterday was uncomfortably warm. So here's a look at the ridge, and you can see that we kind of have this flat ridge. This is actually the strongest trough in a while that's tried to break it down, and it is making some inroads. It's pushed some slightly cooler air in here for today and tomorrow, and but it's still going to kind of make inroads and then kind of retreat back, and the ridge will build back through the rest of the week. So you can see we still had our ridge yesterday that was that's kind of getting pushed out. What does that look like on satellite? I think this does the best job showing the picture here. So you can see here's kind of the battleground of where this trough is trying to push, and you can see it touched off a bunch of thunderstorms over the upper Midwest and Great Lakes region basically yesterday, Mississippi River Valley, and into the Northeast, although most of our thunderstorms died out before they really got here last night, and actually that's our clouds are kind of what's left of a little bit of a front that's tried to move through. You can see that these troughs keep kind of pinwheeling off this kind of upper level low that's here over northern Canada, but they don't really have enough to push deep in, this is very typical for midsummer, right? Very typical that you'd have attempts at a front to kind of move through, and the further south you go, the less likely it is to get to you. Here in New England, we often get enough of an influence from these that it keeps our weather from getting too hot. That's why we often see high temperatures in the 70s and 80s this time of year, instead of if you go down to the mid-Atlantic, where a lot of people escape the mid-Atlantic to come to Vermont this time of year. They're often stuck in the 90s, and that's kind of true for what's going on here at the moment. What does that look like in terms of the overall picture? Today is going to be a pretty nice day. The clouds will give way to a mix of sun and clouds. Basically, there's a very slight chance of a sprinkle this afternoon, but basically not much. We're still humid, but not quite as humid as yesterday, and not as warm. We'll be warm, plenty warm though still today. Upper 80s probably instead of low 90s. Tomorrow is a nice day, a really nice day. We're near 80, less humid, very full sun basically. Wednesday is the day we have a chance for showers. There won't be a total rain out, but we definitely have a chance for some spotty showers, and then the humidity begins to return some on Wednesday. We're not real warm because of the clouds, highs in the mid-70s with all those clouds. But Wednesday's not a great outside day. Thursday's a little better. We do definitely still have chances of showers and thunderstorms kind of the pop-up nature on Thursday afternoon. Thursday and highs will be in the upper 70s. We'll still be humid on Thursday. We're kind of in the soup. If we get more sun, we could be up into the low to mid 80s, even if depending on how much sun we get. But I think right now we'll have enough clouds to hold us in the upper 70s. Thursday's an okay outside day, not great either. Friday's a spectacular day. Definitely the pick of the week. Low humidity, highs in the upper 70s. Just basically a perfect mid-July day. Can't really ask for any better weather this time of year on Friday. And as a quick preview for Saturday, Saturday looks to also be very nice. So overall, a pretty nice week, especially for this time of year. We're going to be not too warm, except for maybe today's definitely a little warmer than you'd probably prefer. But basically a nice week. And yeah, so I want to thank my patrons who support the work that I do here and help me with the equipment that I have and just allow me to produce these forecasts. If you become a patron, here's some of the things that you get access to and things that you can get. You get a chance to get a customized forecast, early access to the Thursday forecast, and I do a bread giveaway once a month. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back on Thursday with our weekend forecast, or if there's any really interesting weather, I'll be back during the week. Hope you have a good, safe week. Stay healthy and enjoy the midsummer weather.